Yes, guys, welcome to Cardiff City World, the mighty Bluebirds, most popular and the best and official fan show brought to you by the beautiful guys at East Podcast Nation. I am Rob. I am with my co-host with the most. He is the dot to my cotton. He is
These are getting worse.
He is the Helen to my Chamberlain. He is the Cammy to my Jeff Sterling. He is Mr. Matthew Angel. How are you, you beautiful, bald son of a bitch?
We won at home. 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 Yeah, brilliant. But
you look proper freaking soul crew boy with that haircut. Like, I'm not gonna look.
Little trim, and I got rid of the ginger beard. So,
mate, I'm literally waiting for you to get a Stone Island out. Like,
it could be arranged. Imagine.
Right. Before we carry on, sorry to interrupt, but come on, say hello. Have a flower. Have a flower. Right, off you go. Next one. Many balls want to say hello. How are you doing, Bat? How was the day?
Yeah, good, but good. It was, good feeling in the ground before kickoff and things. Still plenty of empty seats, but I think that'll only improve now. We can start getting more results like we did today, really. Still think they should be giving empty seats and tickets to grassroots clubs and schools and things, but hey ho. I think they announced it was just over 18,000 there, I think. It was quite...
was it 18,000 though?
No, nowhere near, I don't think. But I don't know. It was... when we arrived at the ground, Stoke, there was loads of coaches in the away end, and I thought, the away end's going to be bouncing today. I was quite shocked, really, when we went into the family stand, and there weren't that many there, really. But whether that's allocation-wise and stuff, I don't know. But, yeah, strange.
How much do you think rugby plays a part in it? Like, I know I didn't watch the game today, only the second half today I watched because of rugby, which I wish I'd never bothered. But do you think that plays a big part in the attendance and the fans that go, do you reckon?
Possibly, but possibly that, as well as you can watch the games on these Fire Sticks and things now. I think that probably has an impact on a lot of people now, given the situation we're in as well. Financially, lots of people can't afford to do it. So yeah, is what it is, isn't it? It's just grateful that there was the fans were decent today. I thought even in the away in the family stand there was a couple of young kiddies and their parents behind me shouting and screaming every moment they could. So it was good.
That's what you want, but that's literally what you want, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
obviously it helped as well today. We got that early goal. Kind of settled everybody down a bit. I think if it'd gone on a bit like it has done, especially like Tuesday night, then it would have got a bit more nervy, I think. But no, we started really well, and I sit right behind the goals then in the family end, and it just looked a bit of a scramble. The first when I look back at the highlights on the way home, that I seen it was a Tete actually got ahead on the ball. Like it just looked a bit of a mad scramble from behind the goal at the time, but yeah.
I just love the fact that all the goals went in before I started freaking watching it. Yeah. It's just maybe I shouldn't.
I was glad he got the goal because you see all the posts today. Why is he starting?
Yeah.
But what other options have we got? Really, we haven't got another out and out. We'll say we haven't got another out and out striker. Obviously, there's Callum Robinson there. We got a couple of the youngsters. Mate came on and done all right. Didn't do anything wrong, I don't think. I thought Ruben and Co were unreal today.
Yeah.
Absolutely unreal. And yeah, really, really positive. There was a lot of good performances today. Nat Phillips, he's been an unreal signing for us. The number of balls he cleared off the 6-yard line today and just solid in defence. He's he's a quality signing. He's been.
Do we think when McGuinness eventually comes back, Phillips still keeps his place?
I suppose it all depends. You think if we're only going to have him on loan, the chances are that we're going to sign him for next year. If not, I would probably look at putting McGuinness back in because he's going to be the future. But then again, I suppose it all depends on what the manager's thoughts are, really. Me personally would probably look at getting McGuinness back in when he is 100% fit. At the moment, there's no need to rush him back in. But obviously, looking at the bigger picture and planning for next year, if Phillips is not going to be around our squad next year, there's nothing against him because I think he's been absolutely brilliant since he's come in. But, playing him and keeping McGuinness on the bench, what's that going to do for us next year?
Yeah, I agree. It's a difficult one because he has been great since we brought him in, and I think that I think you're bang on, mate. Because if we're going to sign him permanently, which I don't think is going to happen, because I think he'd be out of our price range. Let's be real, he will be out of our price range. There'll be teams higher up who will be knocking on the door for him. He's shown that he is a good quality centre half. I'm not sure if he's a Premiership centre half yet, but he's a damn good centre back. And I think he's deserving of a team, with no disrespect to our boys, he's deserving of a team who's in the top half of the table, But he's quality. He's so good, and you can see he has got a leadership about him. Like, I think that it'd be great if they do sign him on, he would be the go-to for a captain, because he's a good leader, but he leads by example, and I think I love a centre back as a captain. I prefer it. You can see the game better, and I know centre mid is a good captain. Don't get me wrong, but I think you have that advantage when you're a centre half, a strong centre half. You can see the game right in front of you, and you can speak and talk right through the game. I don't think that works sometimes when you're a weaker captain. Like,
I suppose it hasn't helped us really, where by like Rolls is club captain or whatever, but he's been in and out of the side, injuries, and he's started winter, and there's so much chopping and changing. Do you know what I mean? It's been difficult, but I thought Rolls played decent today. I was quite shocked second half when Carl and Grant went down injured and they brought Wintle on. I just think he went a bit defensive, a bit too early, perhaps. We had other attacking midfielders on the bench then who could have come on and done a similar job to Carl and Grant. Granted, obviously, the young boys and Joel Colwill or Kean Ashford. But, what was you watching at that point?
The background. I turned on the second half. I think it was about 50 minutes. Excuse me, sorry, when I got home and I managed to get in to watch it. The one thing that I picked up from the game was, a few things I picked up from the game was Seal was trading class. Seal was outstanding. Like, he was.
As was Ruben. Ruben on the ball.
Ruben looked class, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like him as a winger, though. I don't like him on the wing.
No. I just think the more he's in and around our team now, and he's getting more minutes under his belt, he's looking more confident and more of a,
he looks like he wants to make him the catalyst, doesn't he? He looks like he's...
And that's what we should be doing now. We should be good quality youngsters like we've got. We should be building our team around that and working on our strengths. Because, again, I thought he was outstanding again today. And lucky he should have scored a goal early in the first half. Just outside the 6-yard box, left-footed. He kind of scuffed it a bit. But, at least it was nice to see us score 2 goals today and have chances, really. Do you know what I mean? It was we scored the first one and all the crowd started singing, "We've scored a goal."
That's how Joshy boy was singing as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was able. But it was good today. The fans were singing "Air Bullets, Bar Me Army." That kept going all afternoon. So yeah, it was really, really good and good atmosphere. Just wish it could be another 10,000 in there, really.
So I'll get to the comments in a second, but I think Reese was nearby, if I'm not mistaken, when we played last week, or during the week, sorry, and there was a fan constantly on Windlew's back, so I'd be interested. I know Windle didn't start, but I'd be interested to know if the fan had the same reaction today.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know. We all shout and scream things, perhaps, but like we said in the week, it's not a time or the place, really. But we all have opinions, and unfortunately, some people are not afraid to voice them opinions in the wrong place, really. But it is what it is, isn't it? The manager as well, didn't he? Do you see the manager come out and he said that he'd make Wintle apologise if he felt he needed to?
Yeah, I did see her. I've not seen an apology yet, so no. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I'm guessing he's backed him, but
yeah, and that's what you need, isn't it? That's what you want from your manager, I suppose. But no, it was good today. Really good feeling around the place.
Louise reckons we're going to sign Phillips, but on the turn of the back of that, she says we'll get replaced. We'll get replaced for McGuinness. She reckons that we'll get McGuinness in instead. So, Louise, I'll ask you a quick question then. So, do we see a point in signing Phillips then? Would Phillips want to come here if he's going to play second fiddle to McGuinness and Gutas? I think Phillips is at that point in his career now where it's make or break. He's still relatively young, but he's not an old man either. I think it's make or break for him. He needs to go to a team where he's been playing week in, week out now. He's definitely got talent, no doubt about it. And I think he's a good leader. So do we think we should go with, if we're going to sign him, do we go 5 at the back? And, with Dimmy, McGuinness and Phillips, and then obviously whoever the wing backs may be at the time. Or
yeah, it's a big shout because obviously, as you mentioned earlier, he's going to come with quite a hefty price tag. So if you're looking at paying money out for him, it's taking players away from other areas of the squad then that perhaps we need to look at as well, don't I, really? So, I would imagine he's going to be 3, 4, 5 million, isn't he? I would imagine. I don't
know. So Louise follows up. I think Phillips will be in the Bluebird squad. I think Errol has plans. Enjoy him while he's wearing a Bluebird shirt. Yeah, that's the thing. With a loan signing, it's like hiring a hooker, isn't it? You can enjoy him while you can.
Wouldn't know, but
just for the record, if anyone's watching, I've never had a look in my life. No, like you're just renting someone who's great, but then you just know they're just going to go back to something better, and it's just like,
yeah.
That's the
risk you take with having loanies, isn't it? They might have a good reputation, but are they going to come in and bust their balls for you week in, week out type of thing? And at first glance, since he's come in, like you said, I don't think he's done much wrong. To be fair, he's he's hit the ground running type of thing. So and that's what you want, especially from a loanee.
Tim makes a good point. Yeah, welcome, Tim, mate. Windle's average. He needed to show up today after a poor midweek. Ross was class. That made our midfield tick today. He was. I agree. From what I've seen, like I said, forgive me, I didn't see the first half, and you may say different. But from what I'm seeing with Ross, and he had 90 minutes under his belt today, he was class. Yeah, he was what we missed in centre mid. He made a tick. Everything went around him. He was reckless at times with his tackling, but how long we had Joe Rawls playing for the club now? What, 12, 13 years?
Yeah.
we know what we get of him, and he may not be the most technically gifted footballer in the world, but Jesus Christ, he fucking gives it his all, doesn't he, at times? And I from what I've seen, he just showed how good he actually is, and showed how valuable he is, and showed why he's the captain at this moment. I don't know about yourself, mate. I don't know what the first.
I totally agree with you, but it was nice to see him back in the starting lineup. He just adds a little bit more, and I think obviously his set piece delivery is a little bit a lot better than Wintl's from Tuesday night. But massive. And you go about, you mentioned then about a couple of sloppy tackles, and I think for quite a few players, I think Seo picked up a yellow card, Gutas picked up a yellow card. Desperation tackles, really, pulling players back to stop them going on the counter. Gutas was quite similar. I think Collins got skinned on the touchline, and Gutas had to come across and pretty much drag someone down. Where sometimes, and it's happened, that would have gone against us, and they would have scored from the free kick or whatever. But I think we defended really well today at times, and we got away with it in the end, really, because, again, Stoke come back into the game second half. They had more of the possession, really, and the ball. So I think we rode our luck a little bit. They had a good couple of chances, good couple of saves from our keeper again. They will come back to something else about him after. But, you can't fault him for the saves. I wasn't sure whether a goal. Did it come back off the post? I haven't seen it again. I wasn't sure if the ball come back off the post, or it kind of hit the ground just before the keeper hit him and then bounced back out. But
what Joshy say?
Well, whatever he says is probably right. It hit the keeper and come back out. But that's one thing I have picked up on him. I'm not sure if he's as strong as Alnwick with the parries and things. They don't seem to go as far away then, if that makes sense.
Was kicking look poor? When I tuned in the second half, mate, and I think it must have been two from in quick succession, where it was either a goal kick or a free kick from the back or whatever it was, and they both went straight out on the left-hand side.
He did it about three or four times today, and there were shouts in the family stand of just keep it on the pitch. So it was.
Maybe he was aiming for Donald Trump or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but other than that, I thought again he had a good game. To be fair, kept us in the game with a couple of decent saves.
I paid good money to see that, love. If fucking Bullet started doing a freaking cartwheel.
I think he wasn't the only one who was doing cartwheels. I think there was a lot of people in the ground quite happy when that final whistle went, to be honest. It was just relieved, really, I think. Like you said, that second half was a long 45 minutes, being 2-1 up for so long. You just, because of the run we've been on, I think, you just had that negative thing in the back of your head thinking, it'd be just our luck now just to let it go the last couple of minutes type of thing. But, just really chuffed that we managed to hold on and just give the boys a bit of confidence, I think, now that, we've had a really positive week, in fairness. I know we could have won on Tuesday, but, a point in any game in the Championship is decent.
Cribby.
Young Cribby, he was with me today as well. Good evening, Clow. I can't remember what I was saying now. He's thrown me now. But just going back, like I said, really positive week. Point on Tuesday, 3 points today. So
we're beaten in 2 games now, but
what's that?
I'm beaten in 2 now.
I know, yeah. 2 home games.
Day we dream. So excuse
12,
me.
12 games left.
Well, Bristol Saturday.
Yeah, Bristol Huddersfield in there. Is it Bristol
Swans?
Yeah. I think there's 12 games left, 36 points available. We're on 44 at the moment, so yeah.
So, quick question to you then, and to the fans, the millions and millions of Upper Flower fans. Who is Cardiff going to face in the playoff final?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think we're going to perform that well, to be honest. I don't.
No, jokes aside, it's massive 3 points staying there. Let's be realistic. I think we're still 9 points above the relegation zone. If I'm not mistaken, I'll bring it up in a second.
Sure. I know they say the magic number's 50. Get to 50 and you're pretty much guaranteed to be safe. But you look at some of the results in the league today. That team down west, that small team down west, they beat Sunderland, didn't they? 2-1.
Yeah.
Millwall beat Southampton. Sheffield Wednesday beat Bristol City, I think.
We put Stoke in a relegation zone tonight.
Oh, gutted. Absolutely gutted.
Feel for them, like.
Yeah, poor buggers. See how you like it.
You know what I mean? Like, Stoke was only like 2 or 3 places below Cardiff. They lost to us today, and unfortunately for them, like pretty much every other team around them won, and then they're 22nd in the league.
That's the thing with this league, isn't it? Like you said,
horrible bastard league. It says
3 or 4 points, depending on where you are. 3 or 4 points in a week can propel you either from like being in trouble to not far off again. So it's momentum is massive, confidence is massive. So hopefully now we can like Bristol away next week. It's not going to be easy. No game ever is, and we just hopefully now we've got that bit of confidence, bit of belief. I'm hoping Carl and Grant's he come off with a calf strain. I think he said he felt something in his calf, so I'm hoping that's not going to be too serious and that's going to keep him out really. But hopefully it was just precautionary. Because again, I thought he was outstanding today. I know you're not his greatest fan.
Grant.
Yeah,
what are you talking about, mate?
But he took his goal.
I love Carl Grant come on the show and talk to us.
He took his goal brilliantly today. In fairness, finished it with his left foot. Outstanding, really. I was chuffed for him, really. Bowler, I would still like him to have that more confidence to beat his player and take the player on. He'd rather hold the ball up and wait for support to come to him rather than go around and beat people. And I think we've said in loads of times he's more than got the ability to do it. It's just for whatever reason he's not doing it.
Tim brings up a good point. Yeah, welcome, Tim, mate. Do we think Wilson Esbrand's best position is wing or left back? I think they brought him in as a left back. I
didn't think it worked when him and Collins were on the field at the same time at all. When Collins come on, I thought he looked a little bit shaky, to be honest. He got beat quite a couple of times, in my opinion. I just don't think he looked. I was more comfortable with Wilson if I'm honest. I thought he done quite well in fairness, but I don't know really. Thinking about it, is he better as a fullback or a forward? Ideally, I'd like to see him play left back, and we'll have O'Dowda come back into the team. But I think with that, we're piddling into the wind at the moment. With that, just not going to happen anytime soon. I don't think, is it? I think they said March, was it? Again, after his setback last time.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think he's still a little while away yet, isn't he? I think, Christ, I think we'll probably see Ramsey back again before we see O'Dowda back in a Cardiff shirt. But no, I'll be interested to see.
Count on either, man.
What's that?
I said I wouldn't count on that too much either. It was interesting, mind. I seen Bullitt come out and was praising Ramsey for, although he's injured. I seen something, I didn't read it all. He was praising Ramsey's because of the impact he has around the dressing room and stuff like that. So, not being funny, that's the type of thing he should be doing, really, at the senior player that he is.
A lot of big fans of Wilson in the chat. Everyone seems to be thinking he's the one.
Like I said, I didn't think he done anything wrong, really. He had a couple of chances where he went forward as well. I was really happy Gutas had a more solid performance today. Yeah, good shout that is. Somebody put something up earlier.
Did you see it? I know you're in the middle of something, but did you see the video of him?
No, I haven't seen the video. I've seen a couple of pictures.
Right. This goes riot now. Is it Chippy Lane or is it Caroline Street?
Chippy Lane, 100%.
I know it's Chippy Lane, but I think there's a lot of Cardiff faithfuls in this chat who would say otherwise. I know it's Chippy Lane or Chippy Alley, but I think will probably cause a lot of ructions for the Cardiff locals who call it otherwise. So I'll be interested to know. But no, it was good. It was a good little video of him with kind of his chippies and Alec and
rocking out another classic shirt by Dan from Classic Shirts as well. He had a nice shirt on.
Dan, Classic Shirts boy. Get on the show, but we need to get him on here with us and join the flower hour.
Yeah. He's got I'm sure he got a Facebook page as well. I mean, just to get a
shout. I know. We need to drop a message. If anyone knows his page or anything like that, drop us a message because I'm not sure. He'd be class to have on with us.
Yeah, 100%.
Cracking special guest he'd have. Truly, the season around the training ground experience for the youngsters will be priceless. I'm guessing Reece is on about Kieran Tete.
Yeah, I was glad he scored today. You know, I know he has a lot of criticism and a lot of it's probably justified at times, but still, you know, if he's wearing a City shirt, we've got to be backing him. Like
Reece says, Chippy Lane.
Happy days.
If Reece says
it's fact.
Those who follow us, who's been following us now for the last few weeks, been doing this. Whatever Reece says is fact. Do you know what I mean? If Reece says the world is flat, we follow it, right? So if Reece says it's Chippy Lane and he's not even a Cardiff boy, fact. So wherever you little sausages in the chat say otherwise, you're wrong. Just put it out there, right? As we arrange, carry on.
Well, I can't remember now. Can't remember.
See, even Jay Parry, he knows the score. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't talk about Wales Online on here. This is not that type of show, mate. Sorry. So that can go away. We don't talk about rag papers, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to see Joel Colwill and Ashford on the bench today. So what's your thoughts long term? And, you know, if we do get to that magic 50 number, do you reckon the manager would back the youngsters and give them a go? Would you like to see the manager give the youngsters a go?
I'd love it, mate. I'd love it. You know, I've been hammering on this door since we started doing this show about Ashford getting a start. The manager's been tickling my balls with Ashford on the bench now for the last few weeks. And I'm just sick of him teasing me. I've just want him to pull it off and just go for it, like I'm whack him in there because I just think what we're going to lose. But I don't think he'll pull a trigger until
we're mathematically safe.
Exactly. I think when we're mathematically safe, it just seems weird. Then I'll say you'll tinker around the team a little bit, but fuck, you've been tinkering around this bastard team.
Then again, it's looking at
excuse me.
If he's having them in and around the squad now, he's obviously think there's something about them.
Christ, aye.
So yeah, I would have liked to have seen one of them come on today when Carl Grant had got injured and it's not got so negative so early. I'm not saying, you know, we was over negative and there's loads of negatives to focus on. There's going to be negatives from every game. One of the things I did pick up on second half, I thought we allowed them to run at us a lot too much. We just give them too much space. We weren't closing them down quick enough, in my opinion. I just would have liked to have been a bit more attacking, really. I just kind of felt as if we parked the bus a little bit. Granted, we did create chances in the second half. I'm not saying we didn't, but I would have liked to have had one of them youngsters on there, really. Ashford.
This is an interesting one. Remember the old goalkeeping coach buying the lads' courses where I float your boat on the field? What goalkeeper coach was that?
No idea. I only know the only goalkeeper coach I know is Donna Perry's favourite, Andy Dibble.
Yeah, please enlighten us. I'd love to know more about this. This seems interesting.
Yeah.
So please enlighten us. Oh, Stack.
Did he come in?
Is that the old the Arsenal keeper?
Did they get rid of Dibble to bring him in?
Yes, I think you're
right. They obviously Dibs is a legend.
Stack, yes, she's right.
Dibs was a legend, and I think that ended on sour grapes, to be honest. So don't really want to go into that year, but yeah.
Move on then. Right, Stu, where do you think City will end up on the table? Where do you think they'll finish, Cribby boy?
Shout out to Klau's brother as well, Dav. It was his birthday Tuesday. I forgot to do it on the show Tuesday night. So happy 10th birthday.
Happy young man. Well done, bud.
Yeah, I hope your phone's working in the morning because he dropped it today and it's not working. So
you melt.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it sorted for him and his.
Well done, bud. If anyone wants to donate your phone, joking.
Yeah, if there's any iPhones out there. Yeah, and if anybody else wants a shout out, just make a donation to Ace Podcast Nation, and we'll make any shout outs you want.
Do you know what? I can do recordings as well. So, like, if you want like to do them birthday things, like
on Cameo, is it or something?
Yeah. I can do that for you if you want. I can be a special guest at like a birthday. I wouldn't do funerals because I'm not a big fan of them, but I'll do birthdays and I'll do a best man speech if you want.
Good buffets at funerals, mind.
That's true. I'll do birthdays. I'll do funerals. No, I appreciate cracking comments tonight, guys. Honestly, it's class. It's lovely to see new
going back to Clau's comment, though, I think
yes.
We're 14th at the moment. I'll pull the league table up now. I think the team above us, we're on the same points as them, if I remember rightly from earlier. Bear with me 2 seconds when I
talk amongst yourselves, guys.
When I pull up the tables.
So you come here often, or?
So when you look at
Louise wants you to do a cartwheel. I'm sure she's on about you, not me.
Yeah. So as it stands, we are 3 points behind Sunderland, who are in 10th. Watford 11th on 44. Bristol City 12th on 44. Middlesbrough 13th on 44. We're 14th with 44. Plymouth below us then on 40 points. So as it stands, we are 11 points off the 6th position.
So what's your answer then?
I think if we can finish 10th or 12th between there, 10, 11, 12th, I think that's I think we've said it, and Size have said it on previous pages. We'd have bitten people's hands off of that at the start of the season. That would have been a successful season for us. And especially then with players he's brought in, like Turnbull, which we'll come back on, and we'll have a quick chat about Turnbull now in a second. And having a transition, so he was allowed to come in, and I know there's been rumours that the players he had in January are not his players, but it'll be good just to set some foundations, and if we can have a good mid-table finish this year, and try and push on then and become a bit stronger next year, really.
Yeah, spot on there, boy. 10 to 12 is a fair choice. At least better than last year. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? It's an improvement.
So going back to, go on, read that one first.
Yeah, go on. When Reece talks, we listen back.
All right.
This is a long-term project. Change the philosophy of the club from top to bottom. Finish 12th. I'll be happy. In the summer, if let Bullock get the players he wants, and we build on that. That's what we all want, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So what's your thoughts on Turnbull then? Obviously started on the bench again today. Don't seem quite right somehow, do it? I don't know whether or not he's, was he playing regular at Celtic before he moved down here? I'm not 100% sure if
I think so, mate. I don't think he was. I I'll look him up now as we go. But I don't think he was a bit part player for Celtic. If he was, then I'd be surprised. There's been a lot of talk, as you alluded to briefly, that he and a few others are not being signed by the manager that they've been signed the powers above, which will be disappointing. I'm just going to try and grab up his stats now. I mean, the lad's got, in 4 years at Celtic, he definitely must have played quite a lot. He played 100 times for Celtic, scored 25 times, winning 4 goals. Then basically, I mean,
you could score 25 goals if you played 100 games for Celtic, man.
I mean, you've seen me on a train on Thursday, so the push, bro. Capped 5 times by Scotland.
Again, I think he's going to be one for the future. So whether he's blooding him in, I just don't know. I don't know. But, you know,
how much did Cardiff pay for him?
2 mil, I think.
Celtic paid 3 mil for him 4 years ago.
From where?
Motherwell.
But yeah, just obviously they've got things, so they wouldn't have signed him for that.
Europa League. Yeah, I don't know. The jury's out on him. Like when I seen his debut, I think we were about to go on the show. In fairness, straight after it, he looked out of touch. He looked off the pace, but you can forgive that though. In fairness, because it's a different animal. The Championship is to the Scottish Prem, isn't it? Let's be real. The standard is a hell of a damn sight better.
Yeah, I think the Championship is probably harder than Scotland. No disrespect to teams in Scotland, but it's predominantly the top 2 teams really, and anybody else then is. I don't know. I don't want to sound too disrespectful, but normally it's Rangers or Celtic, either one of them. And
Ainge, let's be real. Who from Scotland is watching a freaking show, man?
I know. Yeah, no, I know that. You never know the audiences we might.
Oh wait, do you know what? I love it if like Kev McNaughton knows Macca's from Scotland who's like
that's more Christmas cards you're not having now from our Scotland country.
Yeah, lads, just come watch this Upper Flower show.
Kind of iron brew.
You know, and a fucking bowl of haggis.
No thanks.
Right, moving on, quick. I don't want to be banned from anything else.
There's a couple of announcements I need to make before the end of the show as well, so I'll keep that right for the end. So I don't know if anybody's got any questions and anything else they want to say or talk about from today. Like I said, it was good. I was quite surprised when the final whistle went how empty the stadium was, considering we was 2-1 up and we haven't won at home for a while. I would have liked to have seen more fans stay and actually acknowledge the performance, if that makes sense. It was disappointing to see how empty it was. You know, I know the players went round and waved and thanked the fans, and Errol Bullock done his 3 cheers to the crowd.
I'm sorry I offended your heritage and your lifestyle and your...
You'll be getting us banned from this show, Robert.
But
it wasn't me. I didn't say it anyway. So, Si, get rid of Rob, and I'll say it at home.
Hey, I told you, you're the Beavis to my butt head. Shush.
I'm glad
I had that one set for next week. You're ready, man. Do you realise how much time and thinking I go into these?
That's
quick before you defend someone else.
Yeah.
Right, Cribby, would you start Terminal instead of Wendell? Yes. We got to.
Yeah. But then I think the midfield that started today done the job that we needed him to do, in fairness. And Rolls, CO, Colwill, I still think I'd probably like to see Bowler play out on the left. I thought Mate done all right when he came on the right.
He's a powerhouse, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's not afraid to pick up the ball and go at defenders.
Yeah.
And that's where I would like to see Bowler do that more. I don't know whether he'd be more comfortable doing it on, because he's a left-footed player. Would he be more comfortable doing it on the left rather than the right? I don't
know. He says, any idea what the alarm for stewards to go off the pitch was? They finally got there, and then
I went off a couple of times. Stewards, go to post.
Was there?
Yeah, the big thing came up over the sirens on over the tannoy. All stewards, please go to post or something like that. And then
go to post.
Oh, God knows. And a couple of minutes later, then it was like, stewards, please go resume your normal duties.
Go back to your duties, like
yeah. That raised a couple of cheers from the support.
I bet he freaking did.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see any trouble or anything in the crowd. In fairness,
Louise says lost Satan in Indian and stayed and celebrated. It's good to hear.
Yeah, but Louise, do you agree there should have been more people stay at the end? Was you surprised that there wasn't more staying? I just think, given the run that we've been on, it would have been nice to have had more stay there. Really,
Turnbull has loads of potential. Yeah, I think that's a given. Just we need to see the bloody thing. She goes on to say, yes, stewards to post. It was piss invaders, apparently.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So, Louise, stay off the pitch, please. Stop invading the pitch.
She wanted to go on and give one of her Scottish followers a cuddle, man.
You're going to give her a Glasgow kiss, eh? Jesus Christ, we're getting cancelled, we are. So, guys, this is probably the last show of the Flower Hour, so thank you so much for
Yeah. People will be reporting us to Ofcom and all the other social media complaints companies.
And the complaint channels are available.
But right, when we're waiting for any more questions,
do your thing, bro.
There's some more exciting news, some more Cardiff City content coming your way, guys, on Monday. Cardiff City legend, historian Terry Phillips is starting to do a weekly series, and the first episode is going to be shown on Monday, the 26th of February, lunchtime. So please set your notifications for Cardiff City World, so you'll get a notification of that starting, and keep your eye out then on the channel for more shows from Terry. So that, looking forward to that. Really, see what type of content that is. That'll be something to look forward to it. Okay. I'll keep the other one just before we finish.
Oh, you're absolute pro at this, but
you just go hard or go. I mean, it's pointless just pussyfooting around there. Just get into it, man.
Go balls deep on it, Pat. Well done. Yes, Reece, you're absolutely right. This should be a regular thing. I'm guessing he's on about us and not the stewards' announcements. No,
I suppose we're quite lucky in a sense that Sai's asked us to do it. And big shout out to Sai, because obviously I'd never really got into podcasts and stuff until COVID, and when pretty much Sai had, hadn't long started really. I got into it a bit late after he started, but during COVID is what kept us all sane, really. The shows he used to have with Andy on a Monday and things, it was just things we all looked forward to, and we created the WhatsApp group and stuff on top of that, and the crack we have in there and the whinging that we have in there and stuff, it's been great. I mean, so shout out to Sai for all the hard work he does behind the scenes for putting all this stuff together, and he does it for all the fans as well. He's a big Cardiff City fan himself, and yeah, big shout out. Get us on every week.
You sobby bastard. No, I couldn't agree more. Like, without Sai, like, during COVID and all that, so many of you guys in the chat, we would never have got to know each other at the end of the day. We wouldn't have, would we? Obviously, me and Range, we know each other for a while anyway, but like the guys in the chat would never have crossed paths. We'd never have gone on to do the things we have, caught up in these live shows and things like that. So I can't appreciate the channel more than I do. And this is not to sound like a soppy sponge, but I do please welcome and to join and become
get involved, guys. Get involved. You know, Si's always looking for content and for people to get involved. And like Si said,
join us. Come and join us. Be a part of it.
I think Louise had mentioned in one of the shows we'd done previously that she'd be keen to get involved, or it might have been one of the like previews Si had done. So if anybody does fancy coming on with us after a game on whether it be a Tuesday or a Saturday, just drop Si a message, let him know, and the more the merrier. I haven't got to look at Rob's face all night then. I can look at somebody else's.
That's not my face. No,
Right.
100%. We'd love to have somebody else on with us as well and talk through, like, do you know what I mean? Because
you might not lose. You might not lose out on so many Christmas cards, then, but at the moment, you're.
I fucking round zero on my Christmas cards, boy.
But I'll just mention the other. Who was your man of the match today? I was torn between CO and Ruben, to be honest. If I was to have to name one, I would have gone CO, just for his work rate and stuff. Really, he just don't stop. He's unreal.
Who was yours, Lou?
Yeah, you was in Clout. Let us know you were man of the match, but.
Oh, Louisa's ready. She's got her Viking hat primed and ready. Fucking God help us all. So Louisa's going to join us now next weekend, by the looks of things, with your Viking hat. I swear to God. If you do come and join us, and I hope you do, please, for the love of God, wear a Viking hat, because I think that will complete. What you got?
Oh, I've got to plug my charger in, mate.
We've really done one. Just hang on.
Well, we may as well stay for as long as we can now. We just, what's the point in it? May as well
stay until we get cancelled. Right. So,
stay
immigration.
But on the back of that last announcement I made, there is another series starting, which Simon will share the details with you in due course. But the first feature of the new series is going to be an interview with a current first team squad member. I'm not allowed to mention any names, but that's another one to look forward to. And you know, Si and the great people behind Ace Podcast Nation are bringing the fans what they want. Bring that one back up again a minute. What did he say?
He said Angel smells like poo.
I picked him up from football today, but if anybody smells...
It's Cribby's boy.
Yeah, it's your
Kaylee's cousin's boy.
I don't know, mind, Claire. I seen you take a free kick today, mind. And I got it on record. He's a baller, Claire, in fairness.
How old is he?
11 or 12 now, Claire, I think, you know. But he's a baller. He's got plenty of potential, that boy.
Is it?
Ysgol Gavin Gymrymni. Oh, it's not even that now, is it? Ysgol Cymrymni, I don't know. Dim siarad Gymraeg. Yeah.
Please.
Spot on there, Lou. I think he's been I think the more game time he's had now, he's just coming into his own, and he's doing really well. So long may it continue. And like I said earlier, let's build that team around things that we know are our strengths, and without shadow of a doubt, they've shown over the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 games that there's loads of ability there. Let's just work on our strengths.
Well, it turns out Louise hasn't got her own Vikings hat, so I feel upset by that. So we'll have to have a fancy dress one night or something random. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of fancy dress, but some of it may not be. Well, I mean, we're going to get cancelled one way or another anyway, so fuck it, when in Rome. Right. Guys, we'll last couple of questions then before we call it a day. I'm not sure. So we haven't got no midweek game this week, mate, are we? So
no, I don't think there's any midweek game. Let's get the fixtures up.
We ain't going to be welcome back now until next Saturday, unless you all message Si individually and say, please, let's get you on the main channel, because without the Flower Hour, there is no Podcast Nation. So we may as well do a quick preview, prediction, should we say?
We won't do the preview. Si likes to do the preview, don't he?
Yeah, I know. We're pissing
we don't want to
see his chips on his gut. So, quick prediction for Saturday before everyone punches into the face.
I'm going to go. It'll be tough over there. 1-1. I'd be happy with that, I think.
Goal scorer?
Jesus. Because he used to play.
It's his old club. That's naughty, that.
Be interesting to see what he does next week.
I reckon he starts him. I think he'll start him against Bristol. Yeah. Against his old club, I think he done a good job for Bristol City, didn't he? When he was there. So I would not be surprised if he don't start.
It's an early kick-off as well, that is next week, up past 12.
I was well, boy.
Well,
says 2-1. I'm going 2-1 Lorna. I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go 1-0.
We ought to do a live watch along perhaps next week. We'll have to have a chat about this, see if we can sort something out.
I bet my weekends don't consist of nothing apart from Sunday on a football. So I reckon you start Strax, Bristol City, show he's made of. Yeah, I think so.
You'd like to think it'd give that Jesus that extra bit of going in, wouldn't you? Thinking you played against your old club and things like that.
Crevy's gone 2-0. Grant and Colwill.
Yeah. I just hope Grant's going to be fit.
These reckons 5-2 Cardiff.
She hasn't been drinking our Scottish whiskey, have she?
Have you had a Glasgow kiss or something? 5-2 Cardiff.
I don't think we got 5 goals in us, have we? It'd be nice, mind. I think any type of result away at Bristol is always a good one, isn't it?
What's the goal scorers then, Louise? I'd love to know who goal scorers are for 5-2 Cardiff. Please say a Tete hat-trick or 5 goals.
What's people's thoughts on Tete then after today's performance? Because he got slated when they announced him in the starting side on all the different social media platforms and stuff. And I was just glad he got that goal, really, for confidence for himself, really. Because, I'm not saying he's going to be on social media looking at all these things himself, but I reckon players kind of pick up on the negativity, don't they, and things. It's bound to get back to him, like.
That's bound to bad. Sorry to interrupt you and go off topic. Louise on the pen down and whiskey. Oh, hi. No, I know. It's bound to win it. It's bound to play dividends into their performance. It's bound to play dividends into their mentality. They're frigging human at the end of the day. Yes, they're athletes, professional athletes who will get paid stupid sums of money, even at our level, championship level. Sorry, beg your pardon. If you're getting fucking rinsed like that, you're bound to go in your shadow, aren't you? You're only human, like.
Yeah. Yes.
Colwill, Teddy Grant. I think CO was going to get one. CO's due a goal. Still thought he was poor today and gets him on Teddy. He scored, which I was happy with, but second half his effort seemed to dropped and looked his usual self. No swearing on this channel, please, Privy. We don't use that word.
Yeah, we're not looking that far ahead either. Let's one game at a time.
Join us next week and we'll do a preview. I'm joking, buddy. I'm only joking, fella.
Let's keep building one game at a time. Let's concentrate on Bristol City next week.
We're going to do the doob on the Jacks so they can cry again. Yes, you're right, Louise. We are.
But we're not talking about it yet, but we are going to do it.
No, right. Let's call it a day, bro. We got an early start. If anyone's not doing anything tomorrow, Flower White are playing in Newbridge, 9:30. Come support the boys, make some noise.
Make sure you share all the posts on social media for us, guys. Let's get the views out there. Let's give the people what they want.
Yeah, 100%. Please like and share, guys. Helps us out. Helps me get to further things. Obviously, most importantly, helps Si out with his main channel, his Podcast Nation. So don't forget to like and share. Please subscribe. The price of a pint of Carlin. So you haven't got to drink this nasty ass shit. You can actually have a pint of it a month. You get early access to shows. Willie Bowling we got coming up now in a few weeks' time, which is going to be outstanding. I know Si's got a few others in the pipeline. Please just follow, love, like, and even on this channel show we're doing right now, if you can like and love it and share it, let's keep the Upper Flower show going as well, guys, because without you, we are just two sad, lonely, middle-aged flower boys talking about football, doing double entendres.
I'm gonna do the goodbyes next week because you're not selling us very well,
but always remember,
Upper Flower.
I'm not ready yet, but.
Oh.